tournament by 4 points. Let's cross down quickly to Esmond Aponzo, who was on the other side of the ledger at the Balwyn huddle.
Yes, is to lift the tackle rate, more one-on-one pressure, use the corridor, and relax with the ball, so ball in hands so we can hit the right options.
So tackled strongly there, down by Wasimkit as the ball moved back out towards the far part of the centre square, but the mark taken by Balwyn, by Churgwood, and he'll line up. Called to play on here by the umpire. Kick in short, Roach just inside 10, and he looks upfield and taken out there by O'Regan. Quick hands back to Churgwin, looking for the lead there of San Filippo. He was tackled strongly. Churgwin in, 3 possessions inside a minute as this one bombed in now here towards the Balwyn forward line, evading the hands there of Hughes and gathered in here by Noble Park, and they'll break out of their own 50 as the hands now here to Kyle Martin. These quick hands now over here to Gwilt, in a long way from home as far as his position is concerned, and his kick finds the waiting hands of Corrigan. Corrigan now. Well, kick was a dangerous one, but it eventually found its target there in Petropolis. He sent us this footy all the way into Kelly, who puts this one out. And a great mark taken there by Kevin Keane, just outside 50.
That was a beautiful switch, Brash. A spearing pass across the centre square, which opened up a quick option to go inside to Keane.
Most definitely BWS, and they really, you're right, they thought their way well through that little passage of play.
So Keane's going to back himself from 50 metres out. Chance to open the scoring for this quarter for Noble Park. The kick's a good one, but just to the right, and just the minor score there for Noble Park. They move to 3-3-21. They trail Balwyn by 3 points to Balwyn 4 straight on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard inside 90 seconds.
Sorry, Stephen, once again in that lead-up play too, James Gould heavily involved. He's been a real spark for Noble Park this afternoon.
Jackson Weatherald, who's certainly not shy of playing the ball to himself. Instead, this time he goes riskily to Sean Cross, who got it away to Gilchrist, and they move it up towards Gobles across the half-back line. They moved that quickly in the end. So Balwyn, pop it back up to Gilchrist. You can back your skipper in every day of the week, and he takes off to the races as well, up towards the half-forward line. That was good play. Spotted up Shane Tregear. He'll swing around on the left. Just pokes it inside forward 50. That was not his best of efforts because Tim Kelly was there to chop it off. Got it away to Shane Allen, who just pokes it open over the top and spotted up his teammate there in Tobin. So that was okay, and got himself a 25-metre penalty to boot as well. So maybe a little bit tiggy Touchwood, but he'll be happy to bring himself up towards the half-back line, up towards the Gwilt direction now. He was out-muscled that time by Ed McCutcheon. That was a great mark. He swings around now on the right boot, kicked it up towards the wing position, but nobody was home right. Morrison was the man in front, and he was happy to do a little toe poker over the boundary line and out of bounds. True centre wing position out here at Pat Wright Senior Oval. And it's a lead by 3 points to the Balwyn Football Club. They're kicking straight, 4 goals straight, 24, 3-3-21 Noble Park as the umpire brings it back in. Martin was the first player to meet it, got the handball away, looking for Allen. Handball over the top, that's okay. They might create a little bit of a switch here in towards the middle of the ground. Overrunning at that time there was Alwyn, but he had support there in Benoit across the half-forward line. They're keeping the ball alive. Nicely done there by Churgwin. He's had a bit of it in his second term, but he coughed it up in the end. Nelson tried to get boot to ball. Umpire said there was a bit of holding happening. So it'll be a free kick to Noble Park. Give the handball away. No, Sketcher. Hell, he's filthy about it too, Sketcher. And maybe fair enough too, because maybe the advantage was there. Nelson might be a little bit too far out to score, but he's going to put it right up towards the hot spot, the top of the goal square it was, over the top there of Harper. Kyle Martin swings around on the right boot. That is a goal at A. What an absolute corker that one is. You little beauty. The balls have hit the front on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and they move to 4 goals, 3-27. 3 points ahead now of the Balwyn Football Club. I tell you what, class acts know how to read the play, and that is front and centre at its best. Goal of the day so far to Kyle Martin.
It hasn't. Kyle Martin made a great start to this quarter. He's been heavily involved. Fantastic goal and a real presence in the second quarter.
Well, the only sound louder than BWS there was the cheers from the Noble Park Social Club right behind us. But that puts Noble Park in front by 3, and we're just under 5 minutes inside this second term here at Pat Wright Senior Oval as the ball, getting my sports mixed up, and moving on to it here is Keane. He looks in the direction, and a beautiful mark taken by Harper. And he'll line up and look for the second goal inside a minute here for Noble Park, with the momentum firmly in their direction, Brash.
Yeah, Kevin Keane can be a real dangerous live wire little forward, and he's been known, his delivery into the forward line is very good for a small player.
So Harper looking for his second of the afternoon. It's about 35 metres out, slight angle. And the kick is a good one, straight down the middle. Harper's got his second, and Noble Park moved to 5-3-33, leading Balwyn 4 straight 24, 5 and a bit gone here in the second quarter.
Really good opening, a couple of minutes here for Noble Park. 5 minutes worth of really quality football. Can they sustain this pressure? They've got to sustain it now. Maybe open up kick another couple of goals and ask a few questions of Balwyn.
Marks inside 50 for the match now, 6-1 in favour of Noble Park. We've seen in recent weeks how important that stat's been. If that continues that way, there's no way the Bulls will lose this.
Thanks to Choose Tap, it is delicious. Grant Sophie Campbell on the stats this afternoon. Ball hits the deck. We'll have a restart. 8 scoring shots to 4, so it all of a sudden makes sense that Noble Park should be in front. Umpire to restart it now. Bit of holding going on. Watts was asking for it, but then eventually got the kick out. That was okay. Giobbi, though, trapped it for the Bulls. Kicked it up towards the half-forward line. Over the top there of his teammate there in Nelson. Churgwin was there for the Tigers, who was managed to trap it, got the handball away, but just sticking it inside to Roach, who saw the paint meet him. And let's cross down boundary side to Frosty Bad.
Liam Fraser waiting to come back onto the grounds. Had some heavy bandaging above his left eye, being cut open there, but right to come back onto the ground right now.
Loving the work of our boundary riders today. Peter, Baird and Esmond Aponzo. Umpire throws the ball back in. Simpkin did really well just to trap that football in the end. Gained a valuable 25 metres. Right underneath it, though, was ball knocked away by Jeff Goebbels, coming from behind a long way from goal, but get a good spoil. And over she goes for a boundary throw in right in front of the Balwyn interchange bench with Marty Pask and co. They'll be looking for their boys to get a quick answer here. Noble Park have started this second term in full form. As it comes out, Dorr had the front spot. Monaghan did well, and Dorr probably was held without the football there, and the kick went really nowhere, so it'll come back to the big man. So Brett Dorr there, probably about 80 metres out from goal, Noble Park, and they're leading this game by a handy 9 points.
So Dorr to bring it back in here for Noble Park. And a couple of leads on offer. He decides to try and centre the footy. Plenty of players there. Flying and taking a great mark there for Balwyn was McCutcheon, and he's hands off, and they move it out now here to Fraser on the half-back flank here for Balwyn. And they try to get momentum back in their favour. A short kick in there, finds Tregear. And he decides to centre the footy right back. And he finds McCutcheon, and he goes all the way back and looks almost all over his own goal line. And it's Churgwin, the lone hand back there for Balwyn. And they switch the play out now here the far side, do the Tigers. Moved in now, there's Fraser, quick hands. That Balwyn come out, and Reagan lost it. And back come Noble Park the other way is a quick kick in. And it's going to be a good one. And it is Kevin Keane. Thank you very much.
No, it was Ziggy.
Ziggy Olwen, excuse me, and BWS home me out to try. No, I'm good, that's all good. Ziggy Olwen, his first of the afternoon, and Noble Park 6-3-39, play Balwyn 4 straight 24.
Gee, they paid the penalty, Brett, for some really sloppy play there, Balwyn in their back line.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're suddenly finding it really hard to transition the ball out of defence, aren't they? And Noble Park's forward pressure, or defensive pressure, has been fantastic. Turned it over, and Ziggy, of course, man on the spot, great goal.
It's cross down boundary side to Peter Baird.
Yeah, Marty Pask really animated there on the Balwyn bench. How can they leave players like Kyle Martin and Ziggy Orwin unattended around stoppages? Really needs to tighten that up going forward.
Can't go backwards if you're not going to hit the targets. Ball in the middle again. Umpire's blown his whistle. Holding the ball is the result.
No, he was in good position there, the umpire. That was definitely dropping the ball, BWS. Incorrect disposal.
Certainly wasn't challenging it, but maybe the advantage, though, because it seemed like the Tigers did have it. Watts. They went for the old one too. Taylor Gilchrist takes it just inside the centre square here. They're trailing by 15 points. They need to get something happening for them here. Kennedy dropped what he probably should have taken. Watts came barging his way in. The umpire got in the way there. Alwyn goes after it, and the umpire almost gifted him that because he was in his way to pick up the pill. Ziggy kicking the last goal, squares it out to Corrigan. Now the Bulls are off and running. They're doing a really good job of it so far in this second term. Martin has it just outside the centre square. He wants to square things up. It's a good-looking kick, goes back to Alwyn. They made good space. Now they've got the numbers across the half-forward line. Here's Sketcher, sun in his eyes. Wants to weigh things up. He'll go towards the Martin direction over the back of him. Which way's this one going to sit? Ziggy's in there. So too is his opponent there in Weatherald off the ground. Players pack forms, but the kick goes up towards the top of the goal square where Rennie Watts was just able to mop that one up, kick it out towards the cross direction. He did really good job there to bring it to ground and then get it to O'Regan. Then he got to ask for it back. Tried to switch it to Taylor Gilchrist, but he had some support there in Kennedy, who mopped up and got it across to the skipper in Rennie Gilchrist. Looping handball. Mate, this is better for the Balwyn Football Club up towards the centre wing position, but standing strong. Morrison, he just put himself in position A and took it on the chest, and he's not afraid to switch the play either. Goes across to Shane Allen. Takes the mark on the far side of the Pat Wright Senior Oval. We know he'll go on the left. He might look to go inside. He does that now. Spots up his teammate in Thomas. He'll go backwards. Corrigan takes it now across the half back line. He's got a little bit of space. He's going to kick it up towards the Zig. It goes over the top of his head at this stage. McCutcheon will be the first one to meet. A little handball to Tregear. Can he keep it in? He can. Gets it back to McCutcheon. Squeeze to kick down the boundary line. Vanderhaar takes a timely mark on the right boot. He goes inboard as well. Fraser eventually links up with a handball. That was risky. Gets it across to Rennie Gilchrist in the middle of the ground. He was looking for Churgwin. He overran the pill. Goes after it again. Had a teammate out wide in support. Short passes on. That's okay. Glenn Shivers takes it. He's probably too far out to score, Shivers, but nonetheless he'll go back and try and have a ping from 55 metres out. They need a goal, don't they?
They certainly do. They certainly do, BWS.
So Shivers comes in. He's already kicked one. Got to back yourself in here. Gets very close to the man on the mark. It's going to fall at the top of the goal square. Huge fly in the back there by Hughes. He couldn't pull it down. The Bulls have the numbers at the bottom of the pack. That's good play by them. It's about 40 metres out from goal. Then over the running it there was Thomas. Had support in there from Corrigan on the right boot. Kicks it out towards the wing position. And I tell you what, they are just owning the football at the moment. The Noble Park Football Club. Keane takes the mark as we cross down boundary side.
One of the things Mick Fogarty identified at quarter time was they need to stream forward from a contest, and it's something that Noble Park have really answered that message from him. They're really doing that, and he'd be really pleased at this point.
So Watts with the kick elects to retreat back into his own defensive 50. And Balwyn going to build from the back. This short kick finds Vanderhaar just outside the 50. And he elects to play on, told to play on by the umpire. Short kick there finds Fraser, back to Vanderhaar. Vanderhaar now pots this one in short, leading the Chivers direction, and he got one up high, says the umpire, and Chivers wins himself a free kick.
No, I'm sorry, that is no chance that's a free kick.
You're right, exactly. It's not a free kick.
Chivers to the other tall there in Meeson, just inside the interchange area here for Balwyn. He goes in short, and he finds Kennedy. Still about 70 metres out from goal of Balwyn. About 13 minutes played here in this second term. And his kick worked out nothing but Noble Park players. Couldn't get his hands to it, could Giobi. Moved out there by Martin, taken here by Gilchrist. And Balwyn now fire up now here through Jeff Goebbels. It's loose in the goal score. Great mark taken and finished off there by Weatherald. Jackson Weatherald pulls one back for Balwyn. They trail, they are 5 straight 30. They trail Noble Park 6-3-39, 13 minutes gone on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Jeff Goebels significant in that play, but he's been pretty quiet. He's had Ryan Morrison for company most of that first quarter, and he's kept him quiet, but finally getting himself into the game.
I tell you what, though, let's take it back a possession before Goebbels, because Rennie Gilchrist, just to put himself into position to be able to win the football, to get that handball off, that was absolutely super. The skipper stepping up and Balwyn get the goal. Ball back in the middle here. Fantastic game we've got on our hands. 9-point margin. Noble Park have the lead. Balwyn got the last, and Balwyn got the free kick in the middle of the ground, and it goes to Mason. Got the handball away, so they'll go forward again. Inside forward 50, it goes. Noble Park certainly did have the numbers in that stage, and well done by Adam Giobi. He kept a cool head. got the free kick, got the handball away to Morrison, who squeezed the kick out. A big pressure coming there from Roach, but to no avail. The Bulls will be able to square things up here. The mark's been taken by Petropolis on the right boot, squeezed a kick inside to Corrigan. He's had a lot of the football, having a good game, switches it out to Keane, also having a good game, moves it up towards the wing position, just keeps the ball in line. Here's Cozzy on the right boot, inside forward 50. Was a terrible one in the end, nicely chopped off by Churgwin, got the handball away, and now the Tigers could take off O'Sullivan. Haven't called him too much this afternoon. Needs to get in amongst it in the middle of the ground. There's no better place to do that. Kicks it out towards the Weatherall direction. He's just a clever footballer. Kicked the last goal on the left boot, just poked it up towards the wing position, and now they'll have a chance to go forward here. Squeeze the kick, O'Regan, little handball. They like to move the ball forward quickly, don't they? Gilchrist just couldn't quite trap it. Nicely done there by Keane. O'Regan came back in, got the handball away to Gilchrist, back to O'Regan in the middle of the ground. Look away handball there from Simpkin. Out wide, he goes there to Hughes. Out wide, he further, it goes to Churgwin. He'll want to swing around on the left. He got met nicely by Hudson Thomas. He might get pinked here. The umpire said it was okay. A floating kick goes inside forward 50. Goebel's got the handball away. The kick goes forward by Taylor Gilchrist to the top of the goal square. Weatherall, he's just a class act, isn't he? He can play back, he can play forward. He just reads the play so well. He kicked the last goal in this match, and he'll have a shot from only 25 metres out, directly in front.
He's looming as the danger man, BWS, coming in for goal number 3.
Oh, he's giving a definition to the old adage utility at the moment. Brash, let's cross down quickly. No, we won't. We'll cross down after Jackson comes in. He's just kicked the last. Surely he'll put this one straight over the goal umpire's head, and we're back to a 3-point ball game. 39 plays 36. Let's cross down to Peterbed.
Just reiterating,
sorry, mate.
Just reiterating exactly what Marty Pass said is in the last couple of minutes, Balwyn has just been a little bit more confident with the ball, just hanging on to the ball and looking for the best option there.
Gee, we could be looking at someone tagging a back pocket shortly, BWS.
It's unheard of, isn't it, Brash? He's just like, we saw the way that he played even in the interleague game with the EFL against the Essendon Districts Football League. He just knows how to read the play. He's such a smart footballer, and I tell you what, when they've asked for someone to step up, he's the perfect antidote.
So 3 points the margin, 17 minutes gone here in the second term at Pat Wright Senior Oval as Noble Park, and looking for the direction there of Nelson, and this one over the top now. Here's Noble Park, a shot here by Petropolis, and just taken on the line, and Balwyn cancel that one out. Park taken away here by Gilchrist, the skipper. He bombs up wide, just over the top and gathered in now here by Allen from Noble Park. His shot on goal is about 3 metres wide, and just for the minor score. And that moves Noble Park to 6-4-40, and they lead by 4 points over Balwyn, 6 straight 36.
Gee, that was a gimme. Oh,
He'll be disappointed. He loves to snag a goal, Shane Allen. There's no doubt about that. Weatherall, speak of the devil, the man to bring the ball back into Pendlebury. Short passes on, went nowhere. Allen might be the man to keep it in, though, and we'll have a boundary throwing.
I think what Weatherall's doing, BWS and gents, is exploiting Sullivan's youth and experience, running off him, and then going back on him when he needs to.
Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap.
Uncontested possessions, 55 to 29 in favour of Balwyn this quarter, thanks to Choose Tap.
So Dorr wins the tap. Noble Park win the ball. They move it up front, looking there for Nelson, taken away here by Meeson, and away come Noble Park around the far side. As that preventing the ball there is Ball. Churgwin takes it now here for Balwyn and moves it up now on the outer wing in the direction there of O'Regan. Couldn't win the footy down, eventually does though. Nice hands by him. Appeals for a throw, not unhielded, and this one centred out in the footy to Vanderhaar here for Balwyn. Moves the ball quickly. And ball moved a little bit towards Keane, got one up high. Play continues, says the umpire.
Well done by Simpkin, that was hard play.
This one moved out into the centre of the ground, and away come Balwyn now. Looking there was Gilchrist, just gives the quick hands to Meeson, and on now here to Roach. Out away, Balwyn now on the half-forward flank. Sent it in quick there to Cross, and he takes the mark about 55 out from their goal.
I tell you what,
too
boys,
far out.
Sorry, Kevin King's in a bit of... He's coming off the field. He doesn't look too flash.
So Rennie Gilchrist takes the mark just inside 50, and that was a solid collision.
Yeah, both gutsy by both players. You know, Keane come off second best in that one, but I tell you what, he wins credit marks off the coach for putting his body on the line.
Actually, no, he's going to stay out there by the looks. He recovered pretty quickly, but it was a heck of a knock.
So Gilchrist elects to go in short for Goebbels, and touched off the boots as the umpire, and Goebbels gets tackled and loses the ball in the process. Kelly, one out now, trying to clear danger there was Sketcher, and the ball still in the forward pocket as far as as Balwyn is concerned. And this one centred now, looking for the direction here. There's a shot on goal there from Fraser, and it's just wide. And 1 point the score. And Balwyn, their first minor score of the afternoon, 6-1-37. They trail Noble Park 6-4-40, 20 minutes gone, second term.
So Kelly to bring the ball back in. Standing start to spears it up towards centre half forward. It was knocked away from Martin. Umpire said it was okay. I tell you what, that was as close a call as you could get. Could have gone either way.
Just had enough of it, I reckon.
Kyle Martin switches it out wide. Sketcher on the right boot. Spears it to Gwilt, who gets down low across the half back line. Usually got neat skills, finds Bull. So had 5 possessions, but they're still forward in defensive centre. From their goal line up towards the wing position. Door on the right, left boot, going to swing around now. Nicely done there by Roach, got the little handball away. Churgwin on the left boot, he's going to spot up a target there in cross, got the handball away. Now the Tigers are away. They're owning them. They're owning it in the last few minutes are the Tigers. Here's Gilchrist on the right boot in towards the middle of the ground. That was a good kick. Simpkin, he's having a fair old bit of it. He spots up Taylor Gilchrist, who won't waste any time. He'll switch it out wide to Hughes. He had a little bit of space. My handball over the top. That was good play. Van der Haar in towards the forward pocket, looking for Goebbels, who got it knocked nicely away from him. He hasn't been amongst the goals today.
That's because Ryan Morrison's doing an outstanding job on him so far, and Morrison has taken some big scalps in the EFL this year and continues to play really well.
Umpire throws it back in. Door just played it out in front of himself and nearly stood on his teammate getting a rub down on the boundary side. Let's go to Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap Match Stats.
Rennie Gilchrist already with 8 marks for the game. Surely they need to pay closer attention, because that's too many easy touches for such a talented midfielder.
He's always in and amongst it. Nicely done there by Daw. Knocked it to the advantage of Martin on the right boot. Broke the tackle. Kick up and under. Still in the hot spot across the half-back line. Little throw there. Came out to Roach. Umpire said play on. Goebbels overran the football. Allen was in there. So too Harper. So too Morrison. He broke the tackle over the top there. Oh, it's going to end up being a ball up here. There's a lot of players chasing after it. Good umpiring just to let it go the way that it did. And we'll have a ball up. Only about 40 metres out. Comes in now. It's still in the ball and forward arc. Comes out now. Simpkin. Handball backwards to go forwards. Nicely done. Kennedy inside forward 50. But Corrigan standing in position A. He'll take the mark. He'll switch it out wide. You've got the social club cheering for him. Wants to move it on quickly. Got it away there to Benoit. His handball was looking back from Martin. Stolen by Cross. Got it back inside forward 50 now for the Balwyn Football Club. Door was a big fly. Misa came in over the back. Pulled down by Ryan Morrison and Sean Corrigan. That's no easy feat, pulling the big man down, and we'll have a ball up 35 metres out from the ball and goal line.
So a bit of Jack and the Beanstalk action as Mason wins the tap down, looking for Chivers. Trying to put that one on goal there was Sanfilippo, and mark taken back there by Sketchup, and he clears this one in the direction here of Allen. The flyer was Mason. And the ball just inside the boundary line, quick hands, and bombed up forward there by Sketchup. Great spoil from behind there from Pendlebury as this one moved back in towards the attacking 50 here for Balwyn. But ball still in dispute as Morrison couldn't get the hands out. It's tough stuff there in the moment, and Alwyn couldn't take the mark just on the 50-metre line, but Ball manages to get the hands out as Allen collides heavily there with Taylor Gilchrist. Bursting through the tackle there was Simpkin, and he gets the footy off now here to Churgwin. Nice centering kick, and he finds his man there in Roach. And his kick goes up now here towards McCutcheon. Hands off quickly. The ball goes in towards the direction of Goebbels. Nice spoil from behind, but is picked up now. Well, almost I thought was going to be picked up by Chivers. And he hits the deck. And appeals for holding the ball from 50 or so referees, umpires in attendance at the social club. That was actually Gun Chivers on the deck there, and we'll have a ball up.
How's the intensity in
I
this
was
game?
just going to say the pace has just gone up another notch. It's just like we're watching a different game.
I'm just hurting watching this game.
As we've got a blood rule decision here on Glenn Chivers, as he's going to have to go off. As yeah, he's got a pretty nasty gash and a half there on the forehead.
Mate, they need plenty of ice baths, I reckon, if we were out there this afternoon, mate. We'll be bruised and battered by the end of this.
Looked like a bit of a Friday.
She would have pulled a hammy running out onto the ground.
Looks like a bit of a Friday the 13th episode there on Glenn Chivers' face as this ball dragged down, unable to get the tackle. Strong tackle there by Cross.
At least Trent Robertson would have lasted longer than me, mate.
Trainer would have been out straight away. Ball up now. Watts got muscled out there by Dawn.
Jeffrey!
Bursting through is Goebbels, and he puts it through. Jeff Goebbels pulls his team in front, 7-1-43. They lead Noble Park 6-4-40. 25 minutes gone here on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Goal of the day contender, that one. That was perfectly played. Read the play magnificently, took it and charged through. Probably 5 or 8 players there, Brett Beston, and that's a fantastic goal.
It certainly is. You always know when the class players come to the fore and the game's on the line. Brilliant play by Jeff Goebbels, as you say, just bursting through the pack, and a great finish. Fantastic goal.
Uncontested possessions 83 to 39 in favour of Balwyn this quarter. Balwyn already up to 73 kicks this quarter to Noble Park's 53.
Well, it's Balwyn regaining the lead. Almost on the stroke of half-time. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern, streaming live around the globe, EFL.org.au. Who's going to get the centre clearance this time? Simpkin knocked it forward, inside forward 50. The man of the moment, Goebbels, Tim Kelly. A cool head always. Ducked underneath it and deserved the free kick. He knows how to read the play well, does Tim Kelly. And he'll go back and steady it up for the Bulls here. Weighs up his options. He's going to switch it out wide. He had Humphrey there, and he goes up on the second ball. He probably should have been played the mark. Then the umpire said no, and we'll have a bounce 50 metres out from the Balwyn goal line.
He's a bit stiff there, Humphrey. I thought he certainly knocked it up at the first attempt, but got it on the second. I think that was a mark. That's it.
Certainly was a good attempt. As a siren.